Hi, everybody. I am Sonna Johns, personal empowerment coach, and my hope is to inspire you to discover and awaken to your true power because you have it in you. Everybody does. It's just sometimes we don't realize how powerful we really are until we are kind of forced to go there. So, with that, I wanted to talk today about lessons in life. Okay. So when I was on my journey, I kept getting signs and I kept not really listening to my intuition. And this is throughout my life. So I'm not going to say it was a specific time, although there are some times that were more so than others, where I would get distinct signs that I refused to see it. And boy, those signs kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, more often and more condensed. I mean, they were happening more often. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about for just a second is, when we are getting these signs, like let's say, for example, we're in a relationship, and this could be a friendship, it could be at a job too. I mean, this is all very universal, but I will relate it to a relationship, let's say. So let's say that you're in a situation and you're getting some signs, maybe, something comes up maybe once a month. But what about the times when you're starting to get the signs closer together? One of the things that I learned is when things start to speed up and get more condensed and more prominent, that is when we really need to step back and say, okay, what is going on? Is this in alignment with who I am and what I want in my life? And how do I feel? How does my body feel? How does my heart feel? So it's really about listening to the signs, because the number one thing you don't want to do, and I'm just saying, we're all on our timeline and we all have our own journey, but I hope to shorten the curve. And what I mean by that is I had the signs throughout my life in different situations, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen until it got so bad I had to listen. I didn't have a choice. So I hope to raise awareness around the fact that you are very powerful, you're very intuitive, and you are able to know and be led in some way to know that this is the right situation for you. Sometimes we just don't want to see it. And we would rather just, it's going to get better. We make up excuses. But the bottom line is when the signs keep coming up closer together and more prominent than the last one, that's when you really have to take a step back. And that's where a lot of people really struggle and make, I shouldn't say make a mistake. I mean, there's no mistakes. They're all lessons. And they're really lessons when we learn from our mistakes. So there's a clarification there. If we're making mistakes or we have I hate the word failure, but I'll just say people use that, failures. There's really no such thing as a failure or a mistake unless you don't listen and learn from it. So when we're learning the lessons, it's all good. And what we don't realize is this is where we gain our power. This is where we become more empowered, is when we listen to the lessons and we're like, okay, no, not going there again. No, not going there again. So this is just a brief message, an intro message, because I will be talking about this in many more videos. You have to listen to your intuition when you get signs that are coming up more often than not.